Hey guys, Simon here again with another devlog. So you'll see I have a bunch of things to show you guys. I've been working my ass off in the couple last hours and I tried to implement a few things and I'll try to explain it as clearly as possible because you'll see that it was complex. So the first thing that I created, and I think you guys are going to be happy about this, is, well, I might better off show you, I guess. Might be better off showing you. So I put it for fun in the stage one, and well, you'll see actually the two features I added. So you ready? One, two, three, let's do it. Oh, wow, we now have health icons up there, and a new enemy, an archer. Here you go. So last devlog I told you I was trying to make an archer for the towers. So it's going to be this little guy here. He's pretty simple, but I might create more animations for it. So as you can see, I'm getting hit right now, and the HP bar at the top here goes down. So I kind of created a new icon over there with the icon of the creature it represents. So it's going to be a script. It's going to check which creature it spawned, and it's going to create an icon with the corresponding face. I might change that in the future, but we'll see. For now, I like it. And what I did also is that whenever you have like two or three skeletons, it's going to add the amount to the HP bar at the top. So like it's going to be a global HP bar for all your units. So you'll get an idea of how your troops are doing, if your archers are low on health, or if your melee guys are low on health, or whatever. So those are the new features. Let me show you a little bit around like what I did to program those. Uh, well, the first one was pretty simple, to be honest. Human archer here. What I did is actually I took my guy that I had here, which was already programmed and everything, and I switched it around. I changed, of course, the sprite renderer. I changed its animator. I changed a few things like the collider and stuff. But most of the script was the same, so it was super easy. It was just a matter of having the correct sprite. I might rework on that, maybe put a black outline around it, because all my other units have black outlines. So super easy to do. I prefer not to show you this inside a video, too easy. But what I did was playing around with my um, icons, so unit health icons. So I'll show you what was very difficult with this, guys. You'll see it sounds super simple, like you want to tell the game like put an X amount to the health in this bar. Just whenever a unit get hit, just subtract that amount. It sounds easy, but it was quite a hassle to come up with via script. Because as you can see, here I have the general health icon, which is just a circle. I put a knob, but it was just for a mask. Basically, I just wanted the icon to be a circle. And then inside of the icon, I put the actual image of the unit. I have another image for the white lines around it. I don't know, I was just playing around with stuff. I thought it was good looking. And under here you have the background for the actual health bar, and then you have the health bar that you can it can go up or down depending on how much health your unit have. So what I did via script, which you're gonna see why it was complex, is whenever I summon my units, okay, my game manager is taking care of that at the start of the battle. So whenever I summon a new unit, I checked if the index of the unit was already used because I want to keep track of which units I created by storing their indexes in just a list of ints. Super simple. And then if the index hasn't been used, that means it's a new unit. So you want to create a health icon, a health bar icon for that unit. So you go first of all by adding a float value to the hbar amounts, which is the list of floats that uh, hold the information for all the health of your units. And of course you want to have a max amount as well, so that you can always divide the current amount by the max amount to get a number from 0 to 1, so that you can play with the fill amount. And then you create an HP panel, which is the icon. So I create it at the canvas, and then I place it on the canvas depending on how many icons I have. So like for example here, I check the position, and I set it to 35, which is the actual width of the icon. And then I always add 45 multiplied by the number of index used. So for example, if this the first icon you put, index used.count is going to be 1 minus 1 0. So you don't want to put an extra 45 for that one. But whenever you have another index used, like index used is 2, I mean, and then you have 2 minus 1 is a 1, so you'll move it by 45, so it won't be on top of the other one, basically. So that was kind of easy to do. And then here's the funny part. So I wanted to go get the actual image that I had to modify for keeping track of it inside my units, because of course in the unit, in the actual unit, you're gonna have a function that will reduce the HP bar amount. But in order to do that, you have to have an attached HP bar, and then you have to go check which one it is. But then when I showed you inside the game, HP bars are all images. So image, 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 and image here. So I had to go through all the images. So I created an array of images, and then I go through that array, and then first I check, does it have a mask? Because I don't want to select that one, because that's just to make it a circle. So does it have a mask? If no, so if it's null, then you want to check, is it an image type simple? Because if you see here, this one is simple, this one is not, this one is not, and this one is not. So it's going to select that one, and I want to make sure I select that one to be able to set the image of the unit. So I go select that one, then I place the image of the unit. Pretty straightforward. And then I want to check if it's filled, image type filled, because that's the actual image that I will modify for the fill amount for the HP. So you want to save that somewhere. So I saved it in the HP bars icon, so I add it to the list. And then I save it on my my summon, that the unit I actually summoned at the start. So I saved the attached HP bar to this one, which I'm pretty I know already which one it is. And now this is the part that took me, honestly guys, it took me I think maybe an hour to figure this out. It was super simple, but it took me so long because I was never putting the right one, and I had my original script was taking the index of the unit and setting that as the index for the HP bar. But that didn't make sense, because if you were to summon just an army of archers and casters, their indexes would be 1 and 2, but in reality the HP bar icon's index would be 0 and 1, so it didn't really work, and I was really struggling for this. And then it dawned upon me, guys. It was super simple. All you had to do was loop through all the HP bars icons and check, is your HP bar icon the same as your attached HP bar, which totally makes sense because you already saved the attached HP bar right here. So why would you want to to not go through that? So I took that, and then when you find a good one, you just save the K, which is the index of the actual HP bar icons. So that took me a while to do, but in the end, it was fine. And then there was another problem again, because that one is super easy, because it's for the first time you summon a new unit, the HP bar icon is super easy to find because you just created it. But then when you summon a unit who's already been summoned, so the index used uh, does contain the database index, so you're going to go there, else. So now you have to go through the indexes used dot count. So you want to check, how many indexes used do I have? And then you're going to check, is the index used the same as your unit database index? So is it the same index as the index of the actual unit? So if yes, then you can find that L, which is what I looped through, is equal to the actual index of the HP bar. So I know it sounds complicated. Um, it was when I created it, but to be honest, when you think about it from from now on, it's kind of easy, and it was pretty straightforward. It was just me not thinking straight because it's getting late and I have no more coffee in my veins, so yeah, I can't concentrate much. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did. So you'll see, I'm just gonna try to make my game bug. It's always fun to do this. I'm gonna go stage 1, and you're gonna start with a shade over there, and then an archer. So technically, you're telling the script I don't want any warriors. So the index 0, which is the warrior. So warrior 0, archers 1, shade is 2. So technically, shade should still have index number 2. As for the database in the unit database, but since I placed it first, it should have the health bar index 0 because I placed it first. So as you can see here, the first one is the actual shade, so that's the first one I placed. It's going down correctly, which means that the index attached is good. So that's pretty cool. I'm still playing with the, oh, you might have noticed also this in the bottom of the screen. It's a placeholder art. It's super ugly. I really don't like it. I guess it was better than just a brown or gray rectangle that I used to have, but this is also super ugly. So I'm going to play around the DUI because I'm really not happy with it. But I guess the icons are cool. As you can see, I have a slight problem here because the image of my ghost is a bit bigger, so I'm gonna have to play with that because I don't want to play with the scale, but I might do that. We'll see. We'll see. So that sums up what I did since the last time, guys. Next time I might work a little bit on the base camp again. Maybe organize this guy here to create some skills for the player to use during battles. I have some ideas, some cool ideas of stuff you could do with the player. Maybe give him mana, and I don't know, you can harvest souls from enemies and use that for replenishing mana, or just a straight number that goes up for your mana reserves, and you can cast spells and give health to your units, like a good old death coil from Warcraft 3 that you can use to damage enemies or heal your units because they're undead. I'm still thinking about it. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, next time might put on some skills for the player to learn. I think it's gonna be cool to code that and make it interesting in the game. So that's it, guys. I hope you have a good one, and see you next time. Bye bye.